Hello and welcome to MatePlus.Latino. Today I'm going to teach you how to create a Python bot that automatically searches the internet for news, a true assistant for effortlessly staying informed. Web scraping, or data scraping, is a technique for automatically gathering information from the internet. It's a widely used tool for monitoring prices, news, generating leads, and market research. But how does it work? Web scraping connects to the target website, analyzes or renders the page, applies the extraction logic, repeats the process on other pages, and exports the copied data. What are the advantages? It allows you to automate data collection and query processes, generate valuable information, and make smarter decisions. It allows you to analyze what works or doesn't work on other sites and compare it with what you've already done in your own strategy. We'll use this tech news website as an example. Our bot will extract headlines and links and save them in a CSV file. And best of all, you can use it to analyze trends or customize it to extract news from other sources. If you're excited, stay with me until the end. Let's get started. We're in Visual Studio Code, but if you want, you can use any editor you prefer. We have Visual Studio Code, Sublime Text, Notepad, CoffeeCup HTML, TextMate, Bluefish, Beam, and NetBeans. They're all good, but I prefer to use Visual Studio Code. Before starting, make sure you have Python installed. I won't explain this because it's not the topic. Then, install the necessary libraries. To do this, open the terminal you're using. I use Windows PowerShell, and we'll install it as follows. Type pip install request BeautifulSoup 4 and press enter. We have to make sure it's installed correctly. Okay, once it's installed, we can exit PowerShell and return to Visual Studio Code. Okay, I've created this scraping.py file. You can name it whatever you want. Let's start with our code. The first thing we have to do is import requests. We also import BeautifulSoup as follows. And while we're at it, we import CSV. The first thing we have to do now is request the HTTP request, so we'll send a request to the web page and convert its content into an object that we can analyze. With BeautifulSoup, we do it as follows. That's the page where we'll extract the information. And now we make the request OK. With response, we're entering the URL and now what we want to get. Now, once we're in, we're going to extract the headlines and links. And to do that, we're creating a news list to store all the information. Okay, with this, we're searching for our information in the URL and extracting it to the news list using append. Okay, we're looking for the HTML elements that contain the news titles and links. And now we're going to store them in the file. Now, we define the writer variable for what it should write as follows. With this, we're asking it to write the header. You'll see two columns, one for the title and the other for the link. Now, we're going to extract all the information we want. This is where the news list will talk about. And finally, we save the data in CSV files so you can consult it whenever you want. Now let's run the script and see the results. First, we save and now we'll run it with F5. Okay, there it says data saved in news.csv. We look for where the file is and we can see it there. I'm opening it in Visual Studio Code, but there we can see the title and also the link. Let's go in so we can see it. Okay, we're now on one of the pages and there's all the information we have on this page. We can call other pages. For example here. Okay, others and all the updated information we want. Here's a work page. Look, it's sending us a page where they need an engineer. And that's right where we can find the utility. Let's look at another one. This page is very interesting. Okay, so we see that our code is working quite well. Let's look at the page it created for us. I'm opening it with LibreOffice. You can open it with Excel. And there it is. The titles and all the links you provided. As I told you at the beginning, this information is constantly updated every time you run the code, so you'll have the latest information. Okay, so today we learned how to create a bot that automatically extracts news. And the question is, what could you do now? You could improve this code. For example, filter news by keyword. You can also extract information from other websites. automate the process to run it every day. And all this information is highly sought after by some companies that need people to manage these types of bots. If you liked this video, leave me a like and subscribe for more content on Python and automation. See you in the next video.